Happy New Year, guys! Sodor Railway Studios here, and welcome to the first episode of my Sonic Voice Actors series for 2024. Last time I reviewed the voices for Silver, so I thought that today I'd focus on Blaze the Cat. Blaze is one of my personal favourite Sonic characters, since I really like how she's kind of like an alternate version of Sonic from a different dimension. Even if Sonic 06 kind of retconned that, but I still think 06 had a decent story. There, I said it. So today I thought I'd take a look at all three of Blaze's voice actors. But before I start, please remember that this is entirely my personal opinion. So if you disagree with any of my thoughts, then that's perfectly fine. Just remember to be nice about it down in the comments. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first voice actor we'll be looking at is Erica Schroeder, otherwise known as Bella Hudson, who voiced Blaze from 2005 to 2010.
Silver! Amy! Leave it to me. This is a little intense. Someone thought they could hide this from me? Hey! Are you trying to crash on purpose?
Overall, I think Bella Hudson did a great job as Blaze. Of course, you wouldn't expect her performance to be grand, since Blaze was a new character at that time. Kind of like Pete Capella as Silver. But I still think she was really good as our favourite feisty cat. And on top of that, she also did a pretty good job as Wave the Swallow in my opinion. By the way, my review of the voices for the Babylon Rogues will be coming, don't worry. Overall, while she's not my favourite voice for the character, Bella Hudson still did a great job as Blaze. I personally give her a 9 out of 10. Now let's talk about Laura Bailey, who voiced Blaze in Sonic Generations. And I love this voice.
As much as I dislike relying on others, I'm grateful for your aid. The creature was beyond my skills. I wish I hadn't needed your help, Sonic, but thank you. By the way, you seem to look less spiky.
Fun fact, Laura Bailey is actually married to Travis Willingham, who we all know as the voice of Knuckles at that time. And her take on Blaze is actually not that different to Bella Hudson's. But I have no issue with that personally. I mean, Travis Willingham's take on Knuckles is quite similar to Dan Green's, and I don't mind that. In fact, I prefer Travis's take over Dan's. No offense to him, of course. But back to Laura Bailey. I can safely say that I love Laura's take on Blaze, and it's a real shame that she didn't get to voice her in more than around 2 games. I feel like if Laura and Travis hadn't had their first child before Team Sonic Racing, they both could have stayed a lot longer. Overall, I consider Laura Bailey to be the best voice for Blaze the Cat. Hands down, I give her a 10 out of 10. Finally, we have Erica Lindbeck, who voiced Blaze in Team Sonic Racing.
Yes, it was vague, but compelling enough to pique my curiosity. Now that I see you, I think not. Tanuki are notorious tricksters, and I'm reluctant to be a pawn in your schemes, no matter how intriguing. Yes, apparently our enigmatic host is able to send messages across dimensions. Impressive.
Just like Hudson and Bailey, it's really hard to criticize Lindbeck's take on Blaze. I do enjoy it, I just simply don't find it as good as the previous 2 voices. It's basically the same issue I have with Silver, in that I really like Pete Capella and Quentin Flynn's take on the character, and I still can't decide which one I prefer, by the way. But Bryce Papenbrook's portrayal is still very questionable to me. But overall, Erica Lindbeck does a decent job as Blaze, and I wish her nothing but the best for any upcoming Sonic games that may feature Blaze. I give her an 8 out of 10. And now comes the time where I choose who I think should voice Blaze in the Sonic movies. And I'd have to say Beyoncé. I bet you're surprised I didn't say Zendaya because I chose Tom Holland as Silver. And don't get me wrong, I do think Zendaya would be a decent fit. But Beyoncé sounds a bit more like Blaze in my opinion. Say what you want about the live-action Lion King remake, but Beyoncé did an amazing job as Nala in that film. Which is why I think she'd be a great Blaze, but what do you guys think? So that's it for my thoughts on the voices of Blaze the Cat. As usual, I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to let me know in the comments which voice for Blaze is your favourite. Do you agree with my thoughts, or do you have your own personal preference? The next episode of the series will focus on the absolutely adorable Cream the Rabbit, so stay tuned for that when it comes out. Until then, I've been Sodor Railway Studios, you've been simply the best, and have a great day. Bye!